Welcome back to my YouTube channel, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's topic that I want to talk about, you guys, is letting go equals freedom. Letting go equals freaking freedom, you guys. What do I mean by that? At the end of the day, so many times we find ourselves, our ego, attaching to either stories, attaching to people, attaching to things, and we build up, our ego builds up this attachment to these things. And then when we lose these things, we then have so much suffering with pain, anxiety, fear, frustration, anger, sadness, and worry. We feel all these negative vibrational emotions when those things or those people get detached from us or taken away from us. So at the end of the day, when you sometimes create the story inside of your head about this people, about these things, about these situations, you're causing pain and suffering to yourself by clinging onto those stories. And you then become kind of like a prisoner in your own mind because of those stories that you attached yourself to about those peoples, about those people, about those situations, about those things, right? So what could be some of those things? Some people attach themselves to money, to cars, to materialistic things, or we attach ourselves to that man or that woman, and it's just like are attached with all these stories of these things, that if we don't have these things, we're not fulfilled, we're not happy, we're sad. If we don't have these things, we're frustrated, we're angry, we're just feeling all these negative emotions. And some go through depression. Like, let's say you have that significant other, and the story that you have of that person, that when you don't have that person anymore inside of your life, and that story that you don't have that story attached to that person anymore, you're suffering, you're feeling like anxiety, frustration, pain, whatever, because of the fact that you attached a story of this person, and that person walked out of your life, and that person is no longer inside of your life. And you attached yourself to that person from that story you created inside of your head, which then is causing you suffering, pain, anxiety, fear, frustration, because you attached yourself to that story of that person or of that situation or whatever, or a material thing or whatever. It's the stories that we create that we attach ourselves to. So when you attach yourself to something, again, it's like you become a prisoner in your own mind. So when I made that title, that, letting go equals freedom, because at the end of the day, if you let go of that attachment that you have with that story that you created about that person, about that thing, about that situation, you now can free yourself. You can free yourself to be free from those attachments. So letting go equals freedom, freedom of your mind, freedom of having, freedom of frustration, freedom of anxiety, freedom of anger, freedom of all these negative emotions and negative thoughts that are playing in your head, and you're feeling like a broken record over and over and over again. So for a great example that I like to use is myself, right? I always, on all my YouTube videos, I always talk about things that I've experienced. So I can talk about this because I've experienced it. I educated myself on how I can let go, and how if I don't let go, I'm causing suffering, I'm causing pain on myself. So a great example is I was in a narcissistic relationship, right? So with that narcissist, they found new supply and they walked out of my life. Now I'm stuck here, and I'm not stuck here. I was stuck for quite some time on the story that I created of this person, right? And I created this story that I needed this person inside of my life in order for me to feel happy, whole, and complete, right? Because I loved them and I wanted their love and I wanted their attention. I wanted them to be with me. But at the end of the day, I was just attaching myself, right? And not letting go of that story I created of that person. Where our ego, because our ego doesn't want us to feel pain, our ego creates these clings on to the good, but not the bad. right? So I was clinging on to a story I created of this person, of all the good things, but not thinking about the bad things. And I had to teach my mind that letting go is easy, not hard, it's easy. Why? Because letting go of that story I created of that person is causing me pain. It's causing me suffering. It's deteriorating my health because I was having anxiety. I was feeling frustrated. I was feeling angry, you know, and I was killing my mental health because I was clinging on to the story of all the good times I had with that person, but not understanding that there was bad also. And that at the end of the day, everything that I wanted from that person is already inside of me. I wanted affection. I wanted love. I wanted someone to care for me. I can do that all for myself. So when you switch the realization to understand that you are whole and you are complete and that everything that you seek outside of you is already in you, then you can take back your power and you can now start letting go because you're now feeling complete and whole. You're now tapping in to your mind and your heart and understanding that God created you whole and complete, that there's nothing lacking for inside of you. There's nothing that somebody else can come and pour into your cup because your cup is already full, right? And it's the same thing when it comes to money, right? We attach ourselves that we need to have this, we need to have that, and we need to have this in order for us to be happy, in order for us to feel successful, in order for us to feel complete. When at the end of the day, no, God created you with your cup runneth over full. It's in the Bible. He created you to be perfect just the way that you are, unique and special just the way that you are. That means that if your cup runneth over full, that means that you have everything and more inside of you that you desire outside of you. Everything that you want stems from inside of you, and it starts from inside of you. So if you can really understand that and focus in and narrow in and understanding that you are complete and you are whole and everything that you desire outside of you is already in you, you can now let go and be free. Free yourself from that mental prison you have inside of your head that you are lacking. You are not lacking anything. God made you perfect just the way you are, that you are complete, you are whole, you have everything inside of you that you want and desire from outside of you and more, right? Whether that be love, money, material things, whatever it is, you possess everything, the power, the energy source, everything inside of you to feel fulfilled and feel complete. But because for such a long period of time, you know, a lot of things that we feel now is built up emotions that are like a shadow that are following us around, right? When it comes to negative emotions or feeling lack from our childhood, that stems from childhood, things that we didn't get to do or things that we didn't, you know, we were neglected of or we didn't feel that we had enough of. So it followed us around like a shadow to now our adulthood, where we're fiending for other people and other things to fill that hole that we have with inside of us. That if we get enough money, we'll feel happy and complete and whole. If we get that person to love us and see our value, we'll feel happy, we'll feel whole. No, at the end of the day, you came in this world by yourself and you're going out of this world by yourself. So there's nothing inside of this world that can make you happy and whole. Those are just temporary fixes, right? This is why I came to realize that I felt so empty and I felt like I don't want to be here anymore, and that I struggled so much with seeing my self-worth and my self-value inside of myself because I was filling that hole up with material things, money, and somebody else to come in my life to make me feel happy and whole, when at the end of the day nobody owes you shit. You came in this world by yourself, you're coming out of this world by yourself. So you need to let go of these stories that you created inside of your head, that you need exterior things to make you feel whole and complete. Because if you don't let go, you're just a prisoner of your own mind. right? And that you'll never actually be free of these thoughts that you and stories that you're clinging on to, that you can't let go of, that's causing you pain and suffering, that's causing you anxiety, that's causing you fear, that's causing you frustration, right? At the end of the day, our beliefs create our reality, and beliefs are the meanings we give to things. I'll repeat that again. Our beliefs create our reality, and the beliefs are meanings we give things, right? So being aware of what's your belief, right? And what is the meanings of those things, right? Being aware of those things, and just switching the, it's like a switch inside of your mind of constantly just reminding yourself, I'm whole and complete, I'm whole and complete, I'm whole and complete. And just being more cautious and aware of what are the beliefs that your mind is creating inside of your head, because your beliefs create your reality. It's creating your outside, whether that be good, whether that be bad, whatever it is. Thoughts are powerful, right? Thoughts and words are powerful. They create our reality through the beliefs that you have, that are stemming from your thoughts and your words, right? So understanding that letting go equals freedom. If you really want to be freedom, and people don't realize that you are a prisoner in your own mind, if you're constantly holding on to these stories of these people, of these things, and relying on outside exteriors to make you feel whole, happy, and complete, you are blocking your own blessings. Because at the end of the day, letting go is putting trust in God, putting trust in the universe that you are worthy of everything great in this world, that there's no limitations. There is no limitations. Understand that. If you're whole and complete and God created you for your cup to runneth over full, then there's no limitations on what you can possess and have, because you are whole and complete. You're not missing or lacking anything. Your cup runneth over full, right? But it's, what are your beliefs? What do you have? What beliefs are you putting on things? What limitations are you putting on yourself from clinging on and not being able to let go? Because letting go is, again, putting trust in God and the universe, that saying that it's okay. And when one door closes, another door is going to open bigger and better. And ask yourself that question. How many times has one door closed and bigger and better situations came into your life? Whether that be a job, more money, a better relationship, right? Or a situation happened, or something bad happened throughout your day, and then something really, really good happened. Take notice on these little things, because at the end of the day, it's the universe showing you that when you let go, and it's your ego that's clinging on. When you can learn to let go, and I say let go and let God, beautiful, amazing things can come your way, because now you are showing that you are worthy and you are accepted. But if you're repelling, if you're putting up a roadblock that, no, I want this person needs to love me, I want this amount of money, I want this job, I want this, I can't lose this, I can't, then you're blocking your own blessings for bigger and better things to enter into your life. And that's where you have to, again, say, letting go, it's the words that you speak to yourself. It's what you're saying inside of your mind. Letting go is easy. Why is letting go easy? Because letting go, I know if I let go, it equals freedom. And with freedom, I won't be a prisoner in my mind that's telling me all these stories that are not doing me any justice, that are not good for me. That if I let go and I let God, I know great things can, I'll be in a receiving mode for great things to come into my life. So letting go equals freedom, and is allowing to make more space, more room for bigger and better things to come into your life. And reminding yourself that you are whole, you are complete, and that you're not lacking anything, right? Because I listened to this amazing video from Will Smith, and he was basically saying that at the end of the day, him and his wife had to come to the realization that they can't make each other happy. They have to be happy themselves and whole and complete with themselves in order for the relationship to work. Because at the end of the day, you can't pour into somebody else's cup like half empty. You need to come together with your cups full. So if you're a person that's listening to this and you want love, or you want a better relationship, and you want to attract somebody inside of your life that's going to treat you amazing, you have to treat yourself amazing. You have to understand that your cup is already full, with or without that person. So if that person dies, or something happens to that person, or that person decides that they're not right fit for you, you're not going to break down. You're not going to feel like, oh my God, my whole world is crumbling, or oh my God, I have nothing, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not this. Same thing with a job. If a job fires you, you're not going to feel like, oh, I'm not worthy, I don't know what I'm going to do, and have a breakdown or whatever. You're not attached to anything. Because remember what I said, letting go equals freedom. You're not attached to anything. Like I said, you came in this world by yourself, you're going out of this world by yourself. So letting go equals freedom. Gain back your freedom today, gain back your power today by learning how to let go and saying those words to you. Letting go is easy. Letting go equals freedom. And that I am whole and I am complete. My cup runneth over full. God made me abundant, whole, complete. Say these words to you. Say these words to yourself, right? Write out affirmations and remind yourself this, that you are whole and you are complete, and there's nothing outside of you that's going to come and make you happy. You got to make yourself happy by letting go of these stories we're creating in our head, and letting go of those people that walk out of our life, to make room for bigger and better doors to come at you, to open bigger and better doors for great things to happen to you, right? So gain back your power today. And I guarantee you, if you start doing this, you'll start little by little, starting to feel a little bit more happier, a little bit more at ease. And just, it'll change your whole emotional health, right? And it'll change your whole mindset, your mental health as well. So try it out, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit a thumbs up or thumbs down. Leave a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? And stay tuned for other YouTube videos. And if you would like, join the Wise Up, Rise Up community that I started. There's a Facebook group called the Wise Up, Rise Up. I post a lot of motivational stuff on there. Go check it out. And then also, you guys, I have an amazing podcast called the Wise Up, Rise Up, where I post up every Thursdays. It's on Anchor and it's on Spotify. You can also join me over there as well. So thanks so much. Look up for the next video and take care, and hope you guys enjoyed this video.